Hi, my name is Henry Liu, and this is my final presentation video for Greenhouse Management HORT 4050 for fall of 2025. So, our main crop for this semester was poinsettias. We dealt with some cultivars such as Fabulous, Imperial, Grande Italia, Viking Cinnamon, Early Polly's Pink, Red Glitter, and Red Soul. We transplanted these from plugs on August 13th into 6-inch pots. And this was before we set up our drip irrigation, so they were hand watered for about a week. By the end of the semester, they ranged from 12 to 17 inches tall, which is more than double their initial size, which was around 5 to 6 inches. So, some of the production interventions we did for these poinsettias in particular: we set up drip irrigation at weeks 2 through 3, took a couple of class periods. Shortly after that, we applied Marathon to help with fungus gnats and whiteflies, and that happened on week 5. For our PGR, we applied Bonzi at one time at 1.9 milliliters per gallon, and we fertilized, or intended to fertilize, at 300 parts per million nitrogen. We later found out that for some amount of time, the poinsettias weren't getting 300 ppm due to our dosatron settings. Outside of the poinsettias, we had some mixed results. We grew some other crops such as Gerber daisies, calicaceas, zinnias, hostas, heucheras, ice plants, and moonbeam coreopsis. They were struggling at the beginning due to some water issues when they were small, since they weren't taking up all the water we were giving them, which led to generally a lot of fungus gnats, and then specifically for moonbeam coreopsis, we had some powdery mildew. Aside from that, we had a succulent sale. The succulents weren't in our greenhouse ever, but they were donated, and we sold them at the Tate Plaza. And that was, great, super successful, sold a lot of plants. And then after that, we had to throw away all of our calicaceas after a severe spider mite infestation hit them rather quickly and unexpectedly. And then about a week later, around, we found out that some of our hostas never received their top dress fertilizer, which explained a lot about why they were oversaturated all the time and why they weren't growing very quickly. Despite some of the challenges that we faced with fertilizers and pests, our final plant sale on November 19th was super successful. The biggest takeaway for me wasn't any of the technical skills of like potting or pinching our plants or PGR application, but instead the biggest takeaway for me was vigilance. So a lot of small oversights that we had, such as missing top dress fertilization or dosing errors, these all started to show their true issues and started to compound into bigger problems over time. So the concept of vigilance is very important, I learned, since all these small errors could end up disastrous for a single greenhouse. But yeah, I had a lot of fun this semester, learned a lot. Thank you. Last day, looking great. All right, it is 8 a.m. Morning of the plant sale. In a couple hours, half of these will be gone. It's gonna be lit.
Shouldn't you be doing that as well, actually? Am I just in that video complaining?